Good morning, everyone. My phone's at 8%. Okay, this is the level of preparation that I'm willing to put into things. I want to commit so hard, but I don't prepare. And then I'm like, no, commit now. You need to do it right now. And then I do. And it turns out kind of bad because I don't commit. So I just had a scrolling session. I scroll. Let me be the first to admit that I scroll. And I'm on my phone right now because fuck you. I'm on my phone. I had a scrolling session. I scroll. I'm a scroller. I'm sorry. And I know it's terrible, and I know blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, the other day, like a month ago, I was at a pool, and then I was in the locker room, and I heard this lady talking about her bathing suit tops, and she was like getting a compliment from this other lady, and she was like, oh, where'd you get it? It's so cool. She's like, okay, I know it's bad, but I got it from Shein. But you know what? Their prices are so good. And then I was listening to it, and I felt judgment coming from myself unto her. And I don't know. And now I can't remember why that correlated to this story. But what I will say is this. Okay, scrolling. I have my fucking little bitch ass iPhone. I'm recording this on my laptop, by the way. That's why it looks so fucking bad. But I got this fierce little microphone with the little red light. I need to chill and I need to calm down. But okay, I actually need to lock in. 3, 2, 1, lock in. So what I would like to talk about today is making shit and putting it into the world. And I just had a lot of soup, so you might hear my tummy. If you do, chill. Okay? Chill. Anyway, putting things into the world. I have a lot of thoughts bouncing around in my head about this topic, and I can never really place where I'm at and what my opinion on said topic is. But the overarching theme generally is that there's a lot of shit in the world, physically and like digitally, and just there's so much of everything. And especially if you're an internet user like myself, you're always exposed to it and you're always seeing it, and it's like just someone's day is in your face at all times. Just someone's day. It's like, here's what I did at the whatever. Here's this family of 5 that got killed by the military police. And that's just part of my day now. What someone else's day is part of my day. And there's so much stuff in the world, and as a young person, like I'm in my 40s, but as a young person, I want to do that too. Excuse me, I would like to have fun too. Hello? Like, I want to make art. I want to go out. I want to experience stuff. I want to put something cool into the world. I want to send a message, spread the word. You know, I want to do stuff too. But I feel like I feel like a krill in that movie Happy Feet, when it's just like billions of shrimp in the ocean, like the baby shrimp. It's like I'm just one of those krill. Like, why? What is so important that I have to say that I'm going to put it out into the world for everyone to listen to? Do you get what I'm saying? But then I had this thought the other day that was like, why? What? Because then, you know, that sort of thought process gets into some weird territory of like, does anything matter, and get into nihilism. And I've done that. I've experienced that. I've thought about that. That's been my way of life. I'm done. It's fucking stupid and boring, and no, there's no point of it. Ooh, nothing matters. Why do we do anything? Okay, so leave. Like, literally leave. If you're not having fun, leave. But anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Okay, putting stuff into the world. It's like, why would you open a restaurant? There's food everywhere. Why would you open a restaurant? Ooh, I want to make my grandmother's spaghetti recipe. Do you think there's not like a billion Italians already doing that? What makes your fucking grandma's spaghetti so special? Why would you do that? And why would you do that? What is the argument for that? Why wouldn't you do that? A little bit more glass half full. Why wouldn't you do that? You know, because, oh, my grandma's spaghetti recipe is just that good. I have to share about it. And it's probably not, but I don't know. So this is my grandma's spaghetti recipe. I don't think it's that special. I don't think anything is really that special. Like, okay, you made a good movie. You made a very cool Instagram infographic. Like, no one fucking cares, though. But there's a reason why people are able to talk to each other. Like, we have vocal cords for a reason. We are able to process thoughts for a reason. And maybe communication and spreading and sharing information is a good thing. Maybe not necessarily to the, like, fierce degree and quantity, I guess, that we have it right now. Like, maybe scrolling, watching 6-second videos for an hour straight isn't the best way to relay information human to human. But listen, we do what we can, okay? Like, I just got home from work. It's 6 p.m. It's not 6 p.m. right now, but I'm trying, okay. We're going to do a little bit of imaginative storytelling through imagery and description. So I come home from work, and then I'm tired. I make some soup. I chill, and then I go on my phone. Wow, Instagram, I haven't opened this all day. That's a lie. I've opened it many times, at work, in fact. So I open it, and I go, oh, wow, this is a cool post about something I'm interested in. Wow, a cool backpack or some shit. Fucking, who cares? I don't even remember. I don't remember it, and I saw it an hour ago. So I look at this post, and then I go, okay, great. And then I find myself going, okay, great, no one cares, great. Oh, wow, this person's city is getting destroyed. Okay, cool, no one cares. Everybody does this, everybody has done this, and if you haven't, you better not fucking start. Like, you know, when people discover the tribes and shit, and then everyone's like, don't talk to them, do not talk to them, leave them alone. Like, that's what I'm saying. So if you haven't started, don't start. Anyway, so I'm scrolling, and then I start feeling real terrible, and I'm like, okay, I consider myself a creative person, but why would I want to put out art, or quite literally anything, if it's just going to be consumed in this, like, in this nature? What, like, hello? Someone's going to skip over it in 3 seconds because they don't like it? And it's not even about the positive validation or, I guess, what the fuck is it called? Oh my god, reception? But it's literally just, like, what is that? That's a machine. That's so nasty. Like those machines that sort potatoes at farms and stuff, like by color and by the size and everything, and there's just like millions and millions of potatoes. Like, why would I want to be a part of that? But it's like, I want to say my shit too. I want to have my cake and eat it too. Everyone else can, why can't I? And, well, I guess that's the internal thing. It's like, why can't I? Who's telling me I can't? My brain? Brian up here? My brain's telling me I can't. Okay, problem solved. Next topic. Just kidding, I'm getting water. Oh my god. Fuck. Anyway. So, it's just an overwhelming thought that I've been having recently. And I want to share it because, like, bitch, this is my grandma's spaghetti recipe. Okay, you've had it a billion million times, and then you don't like some of them and you like a lot of them, and it's important to share information, okay? Fuck. God. It's important to share information. It's important to talk to each other and have conversations and have your perspective out in the world, because it might be the way someone's perspective changes for the better, okay? God. Fuck. Like, I listen to some podcasts. Me personally, I hate podcasts. I don't like it. I'm very, very particular about it. I have to like you as a person before I listen to your goddamn voice for an hour. So, here's what I mean by that. Take, Emma Chamberlain. She's got her fucking YouTube channel, all that stuff. I don't really like her. I mean, I watch her videos. I like some of her creative like stylings and how she shoots her stuff and whatever. And then podcast. I've known about her since I was literally like 11. Yikes. So I'm like, oh, I know this person. Let me listen. Some of the stuff is about fashion and I don't care about it. Some of it's about life and I do care about it. So it's like she's putting her stuff into the world. That's her grandma's spaghetti recipe. I don't care about some of it, and I care a lot about some of it too. The rest of the stuff that's about life and about her life and her experiences, her perspective, and da 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 da. So it's important to share, is what I'm gathering from my outward little thought train. It's important to share. Because guess what? If she hadn't given me that perspective, then I wouldn't be here talking. And then if I'm not here talking, then maybe someone else doesn't get the perspective. So in a way, you kind of have to be like, no, bitch, I deserve to talk. Give me my fucking microphone. Give me my microphone. Turn on the cameras. Let's go. It's my turn to say something. And that mindset can be a little bit tricky, because if you're fucking stupid and saying some bullshit online and you get attention for how stupid it is, and then the cycle continues, well, that's the negative cycle. That's not a positive one. That's more so negative, I would say. Like a negative electron. You're spreading hate and bad shit into the world, and that's not good. Because who fucking needs that? Not me. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where no, but like, bro, when I say it out loud, it sounds so fucking weird, but like where my words are worthy. Does that make sense? Like, I can't just be like saying shit all day long about everything to everyone. I want to frame it in a way that's like, that I stop saying like, that I say what's on my mind, and I say in an eloquent way that it comes across clear, but it's also not being a perfectionist and trying to say everything in the perfect way and pleasing everyone and making it the perfect bundle of fucking words that it doesn't even mean anything because it's been so fucking manufactured and produced and whatever. Nothing that I'm saying makes sense, by the way. That's frustrating. What fucking drug can I take that fixes that? Adderall? Maybe. Fucking maybe. Shit. I'm checking my emails right now. I'm checking my emails. Oh, shit. Like, you expect me to care about emails? It's just like, I learned so much about the world. Some of it's fake, some of it's real, some of it's over-exaggerated, some of it's under-exaggerated. But I learned so much about the world on my little cell phone, and then you expect me to care about emails? Like, I don't know, man. It's like a weird balance of like existing in the world and then following its bullshit ass rules, and then also just stepping back sometimes and being like, this is fucking stupid. Like, this is a joke. Everything's pointless. I'm gonna become a monk. This is just stupid. Oh, that wasn't even a good one. So it's like, what's going on? Literally, what's going on? Can we do a check-in? Can we do like a quarterly 9:01 a.m. Teams meeting check-in? Can everyone just like send an emoji to make sure everyone's active right now? Because what's going on? Like, really, really, what's going on? I feel like this has been going on for a while, like this pointless, stupid stuff, and I'm kind of tired of it. Like, I'm only small, but I'm tired of it. So what does that tell you? Like, imagine how tired we are. Genuinely, though, like, imagine how tired we are. And I don't think anything's going to change. I think the world's going to be the world. Everything's going to be the same. You know, people are still going to be, what the fuck is the word? Not abused, but we're still going to have the, you know, hierarchy triangle. Like, most of the people are suffering, so the top whatever percent can be happy and have fucking big ass SUVs and spend money and like I don't know, treat people terribly that they employ. So I don't think that's going to stop. I think that's always going to be going on because people are evil. And I actually read in an Instagram comment on a reel that I was scrolling. I saw a comment that was like, can I stop saying like? What the fuck is wrong with me? I know how to talk. So, bro, I feel like what the fuck is her name? H&M? H&R? HR Collections? I don't know. What the fuck is her name? H&H? H&M Collections? I'm getting it so wrong. I'm Googling it. What the fuck is her name? H&M Collections. H&M. Like, what the fuck? You know who I'm talking about, though. Okay, back to what I was saying. Also, kudos to whoever can follow this train of thought. The world sucks, and it's like cringe and terrible and awful, and everyone's miserable, whatever. And it's like, oh, Monday, am I right? And then you just fucking repeat. By the way, if you can't tell, I'm new to the workforce, to the workplace, to the ways of adult life, and I'm unhappy about it. And I was actually phoning a friend today, driving home from work, and then I was explaining to him, I was like, this fucking sucks, and I'm unhappy, and this is terrible, and I refuse to live this way, and I don't think anyone should live this way. And I think this is a great way to keep people under control because you don't have any time for anything and you don't have any energy for anything because all your physical and mental energy goes to your work, and then all you can do is go on your fucking phone and scroll and don't do anything and listen to people's views and not share your own. Again, not a good one. Not like fuck. It just pisses me off. Because it's like, ooh, how, like, you know those assignments in school when it's like, ooh, how would you run a country? I don't know how I would run a country, but I know I would do it better than this. And I feel like actually, maybe not everyone. The older I grow, the more I realize some people just are very foolish. But I don't think, I do think actually a lot. I'm like the thought daughter. I need to get a massage. I haven't gotten a massage in so long and my body hurts. Like, it's literally so sore. What was I talking about? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Fuck. See, because I opened my fucking phone and I was looking at my bank app. What the fuck is wrong with me? Jesus, chill. You know what? Oh. What the fuck? Okay. Chill. God damn. I'm gonna be playing with this sock that I found instead of my phone because I'm not an iPad baby. But you know what? Like, recently, I am low-key an iPad baby, and I feel like a lot of people are iPad babies. And you don't have to be a baby to be an iPad baby. Like, do you scroll when you're on the toilet? Do you scroll when you're brushing your teeth? Do you scroll when you're driving? Do you scroll when you're eating food? Do you scroll when there's nothing to do for 3 minutes? Do you scroll when you're on the phone with your friend and they're just talking some bullshit that you want to hear about? So you go watch a video on Instagram, and the sound quality is a little bit worse because you're on speakerphone, and then the video doesn't really play, so then their story is louder than the video, and you're trying to listen to the story without turning up their volume and hearing their story louder. Who remembers what I was talking about? Because I can't. Anyway. Shit, dude. Like, does it get better? I don't want to be negative. I really don't like being negative, and I don't want to be negative. But genuinely, I feel like it doesn't get better. Unless you become super rich and, like, selling some shit that no one cares about and being part of the corporate evil machine. So, okay, I feel like there are kind of two options right now. This is where my head's at. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying this is where my head's at. There's kind of two options. You join the race race. Oh my god, what is that video from? Oh, Monet Exchange? Is it Monet Exchange? No. Y'all, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, race? Race? I don't know which one that is. I can't remember. But anyway, so you do your shit, you grind, you hustle, you do whatever you want, get your money, get that coin, sis. Do the MLM. Okay, someone's calling me. Hold on. Fuck. Oh shit, I dropped my phone in the soup. Okay, we're not gonna answer that call right now. So you either join the race, you do your shit, you spend your money, you make your money, you do your whatever the fuck. Who cares? I don't care. And then you, I don't know, retire early and then go on vacation and fucking your bones hurt and then you die. So, not good again. So that's option 1. That's door number 1. And then door number 2 is abandoning it all, giving up. Well, actually not giving up, but I'm going to call it giving up for the lack of a better series of words. And then you just go into the mountains and live and eat whatever you can find, I guess. And then just completely abandon it. Be like, okay, you guys are fucking crazy. I'm leaving. This is stupid. I'm going to enjoy nature while I still can and until the robots take over. That's what I'm going to do. So those are the only 2 options that I'm seeing right now. Is that kind of a bleak perspective? Yes. Is that how I see it right now? Yes. Because the circumstances that I'm living under currently as a youth in today's world society is that you either do stuff and it's pointless or you do nothing and that's also pointless. But again, I'm not trying to be negative. I don't think that's clear with the way that I'm talking. But I'm not trying to be negative. It's just like every outcome is negative. I don't know. And of course it's not actually negative because, okay, let's say you choose door number 1. I'm uncomfortable. I have to readjust. Okay. Let's say you choose door number 1 and, you know, you have a family and everything and you do your job. My fucking voice hurts from talking. God, can I have anything? So, you know, you have your job and then let's say you're smart with your money, you invest and then you get your house and then you do real estate and then you get rich and you can host on Airbnb and then you can do whatever, you're like an influencer or some shit. So you have a lot of money, you have a lot of this and that and you're happy, you're comfortable, you hang out with the family, you know, whatever. What? There we go. That's what I've been waiting for. So okay, you have a nice life, you've got the happy stuff going on in your brain, and then what? Is the world any different because you sold your online course, or maybe you actually did something cool and made a difference and helped, you know, the environment or something, or you helped the government be more accountable or whatever. But then did anything really happen? Like, I don't know. Maybe your like candle making business really didn't make a difference. I don't know. Maybe it did. I'm not God. But do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like there's no fucking point. Like your candles don't. Ooh, I'm sorry. Your candles don't mean anything. Your candles are stupid. And that's fine. If you like your candles, that's fine. But they're stupid. They don't mean anything. Like, they're not real, bro. Your candles aren't real. Your candle business doesn't fucking matter. I'm sorry. But that's all you can have, right? Because then negative Nancy over here, negative Naomi, negative Nelson, negative Ned comes over here and says your candles fucking suck. And you go, excuse me, I love my candle business. I sell my candles to my customers and they're so happy. And then I spread more happiness into the world. So what the fuck is your problem? And then I go, well, you have a fair point. Because there's not a lot in life. Well, there's pretty much nothing in life that's like actually meaningful. Because what is meaning? Ooh, boo. What is the world if not for fucking suffering? Like, I'm not Plato, okay? Socrates. So what the fuck am I talking about? Like, you get what I'm trying to say, though? I don't know, man. You go make your candles. They don't matter, but neither does anything else. So make your fucking candle business. Who cares? I don't care. I don't give a fuck about your candles. You could eat your candles. You could feed your candles to the homeless. I don't care. Um, what the fuck? Okay, in essence, see, this is the kind of back and forth that goes on in my head of, yes, let's celebrate and do things and share and whatever and talk and whatever. And it's all great and it's all helping each other and nothing matters, so we might as well just have fun. And then the other side's like, yeah, girl, nothing matters. Why would you do anything? And I literally said like 20 minutes ago, I was like, I'm not going to do that nihilism shit because it's stupid. And here I am kind of doing it. It's kind of like creeping its way into my perspective. And then my perspective shapes my worldview, and then my actions, whatever, and then it kind of spirals. And then I just do nothing because it's all meaningless. Is that depression? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Could be. I don't think so, though. I just need more vitamin D. Like, genuinely, though. Because I'm at work all day, so I don't get to go outside during the day. So I don't get any vitamin D. It's almost like it's designed this way. And I'm not saying that vitamin D equals depression, but like, you get what I'm trying to say. This is so fucking crazy and stupid. I feel crazy. But then I think about, okay, that's actually another issue. I think about, sometimes I say things or think things, I'm like, this is crazy, this is stupid, I can't believe I'm saying this, who would ever think this? And then there's some individual of a certain type on the internet with a microphone just like this, spewing their falsehoods and their lies and their crazy perspectives, and they're not even questioning it, they're just doing it, and they're not even thinking about it. They're like, oh yeah, this is a great perspective, and I'm so glad to be sharing it with the world because I can find other like-minded people like me that want to also spew lies and crazy things into the world. And then I kind of have like a, well, what about me? So then I say all my crazy shit, and then it's like, I don't know who wins in the end. Now there's just so much crazy weird things happening. And you see how this is all kind of circulating into one theme of like, there's so much going on. Why does my voice matter? Like, what am I saying that fucking matters that Billy Joel down the road, isn't saying? I don't know. Maybe there's just too much. Maybe I go on my phone too much. I feel like that's the solution to all of my problems, is just stop going on my phone. Like, stop scrolling, get off Instagram, delete Instagram. In fact, delete Instagram, except I won't, because my voice matters. And I want to make an Instagram post every now and then. And is Instagram mostly bots from what I've concurred on social media? Fucking scary ass videos that are like, dead internet theory, here's what's going on with your social media. Your followers aren't real people anymore. So does that freak me out and make me think that being online is pointless and all you can do is be in person? But then to be in person you have to like, you can't do shit. Does that make sense? Like, you can't make money or hustle or do whatever if you're just in person. Like, if you mop a floor for 45 minutes, that doesn't mean you get $45,000. That means you get fucking minimum wage plus 15 minutes. Wait, no. Minimum wage minus 15 minutes. That's what that means. So if hard work was equal, if your effort... Oh my god, that's the Instagram comment I was talking about. Okay. If effort equaled success, the donkey would own the farm. Like, that's what I'm saying. If that's what was going on, then all the in-person stuff would be great. Awesome. We could do like old style, farm, plow the fields and shit. But because we now we live in a society where we assign the meaning to stuff, and things are kind of up in the air. So like, I can't be eating a burrito and then I'm like, wow, that fed me one burrito's worth. Great. Problem solved. I'm not hungry anymore. Now it's like, well, if I eat one burrito, what about, everyone in my village that doesn't get a burrito? And then what if the burrito isn't worth anything because it's made of this now and I have to eat 15 burritos to feel something? Like, and I've lost my train of thought again, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we change shit and then we make it mean something else. And then it's not like, it's not as physical anymore because our perception of it and the concept of it in itself is in our heads now. And it's like fluctuating and shit, like the stock market. So it's always changing. So it feels like it's not even real. Does that make sense? It's not even real anymore. Because it genuinely isn't real. Like we are assigning the meaning to it, but we assign the meaning to a lot of things. So then again, is anything real? Maybe not. So where's the line? I don't know, and I don't care. Socrates, Hercules. I haven't seen the Hercules movie. Okay, you know what's a good one that I've heard about and I haven't watched since I was like maybe 4 is Age Check. Sorry. The Anastasia movie. Maybe there's more movies, I don't know. But like, I love that animation style, that old ass Disney style, where everything was still kind of beautiful and fun. And okay, nostalgia, kind of weird and kind of fake. Like, nostalgia is the best marketing campaign for anything ever, because you can look at something 5 years ago and be like, oh my god, this was amazing, this was so amazing. And then you can look at life now and then be like, oh my god, this sucks buns, this is like garbage and terrible. And then 5 years from now you're gonna be like, oh my god, bro, life was so good. Remember when we were doing this all the time? Like, it's like the grass is always greener in not right now. So like, maybe that's why drugs are so popular, because they make you feel good right now. And then our brain is like, well, why would I feel bad right now? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that if I can just feel good right now and take the shortcut and do good things that feel good right now, instead of doing, things that don't feel good right now that feel good later? Because like, I have no concept of that. Hello, I only have the concept of the present, the gift. That's why it's called the present. Maybe the real friends we made were the friends we made along the way. Have you ever thought about that? So okay, so my train of thought has kind of hit the brakes, like it's kind of slammed into the wall. Like, on train tracks, when they have like the main one that everyone travels on, and then they have the ones where they go into the little thing, like the little instead of the straight line, into the building for maintenance and stuff. And then there's a wall where they do the maintenance, so the train doesn't keep going through the building when there's no more tracks, so it has to stop. But like, mine is the train's going 90 miles an hour and then goes straight into that little stop, and then it doesn't stop, it just goes and then it crashes into it. So that's kind of what's happened with my train of thought, is that it's kind of crashed, and I don't know when it's going to come back again. And I don't want to leave just like big ass radio silence for 3 minutes. So if I don't come up with an idea in the next 54 seconds, I'm just going to stop recording. So we might have a little bit of peculiar air right now as I'm trying to think of an idea, which is so funny because there's ideas in my head all the time, except for right now. Okay, water break. Okay, so I've been trying to recruit people to start a podcast with me, because I've now changed my perspective. I think it's awesome when people say things because I think it's super cool when we share our thoughts. And I love to listen to funny things and cool things and interesting things. And I love listening to people's stories. I love listening to people's stories. And what is the point of life if not to do what we love? Hello? Like we've gone past this hunting, like, ooh, I need to eat food and feed and whatever. We have stores, we have grocery stores. Most people in the world already, that's covered. And I'm not talking about people that are poor, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. But we've gone past that as like as a human species. We can focus on the things that we love and enjoyment and all that stuff and talk to each other and go dancing and, explore fun colors of clothes. So I've been wanting to get a podcast started because I think it's so funny. I love when two people have really good chemistry and can talk to each other and just keep up with each other and make jokes. And if you've been listening to the podcast for a long time, they can make inside jokes that you're a part of, and then you have a nice parasocial kind of relationship, which is great for the longevity of your viewership. And it's also good for enjoyment because it's like a little fake like relationship in your head. Who wouldn't want that? But no one wants to start a podcast with me because they all hate me. All my friends hate me, and they're all plotting together to try to get rid of me, and they all hate me. And I think that's the only reasonable conclusion I can draw from them not wanting to start a podcast with me. And I think that's fair. Have I asked all my friends? No, because I don't think some of them would be very good behind a camera or behind a microphone, I guess. And I don't think that our flow of conversation would both be enjoyable for a viewer and for me. And I don't think that's bad to say, because I think some people are important in your life because you can have conversations with them, and then some people are just like, you just talk to each other. And that's fine, okay? Not everything has to be equal in that sense. Equal, equitable. What's the difference? I don't know. What? So, no one wants to start a podcast with me, and maybe I'll find someone. Maybe I'll finally convince someone to say yes. If I do, great. If I don't, girl, whatever. The world's my oyster. And because the world is my oyster, I need to start pushing myself more. And I'm like, ooh, I push myself. I go to work every day. No one cares. No one fucking cares that you go to work every day. Everyone goes to work every day. We're all doing this. What you have to do is push yourself more. And I'm not being like, you have to do the dishes and then go to Pilates. No. You have to like worm your way into the system. Like, we're in. You know, in the movies when they're like, we're in, after the person does the hacking and the letters on the screen are green, we need to do that. We need to be like, we're in. And you need to figure out a way to like slam the gears into place so that they work for you. And then as the gears are turning, as your life goes on, they run out of lubricating oil, and then they start grinding down until it's glittery dust. And then it's basically just circles with a bunch of grinded down teeth by the end of your life. And you're like, and it's like, oh, did I win? Did I win at life? I don't know. So, talk about visual storytelling. Whoa. Talk about it. I just did. So, no one wants to start a podcast with me. And that's fine. Okay? Because, girl, whatever. You don't want to start. Okay, that's what I was talking about, right? Pushing myself. So, okay, they don't want to start a podcast with me. I'm going to find someone that wants to start a podcast with me. I'm going to go up to someone in a coffee shop and be like, hey, bitch, you look cool. And, you look like kind of annoying enough that you'll be entertaining, but not super annoying enough that I will not want to talk to you. Do you want to start a podcast with me? And then we can work our way from there. When will I find time to do this? I don't know, because I have a full-time job and I spend all my waking hours at work. So I don't know when I will go to this hypothetical coffee shop, but when I do, I'm sure that it'll be great, and then I'll have fun, and then I'll meet someone super cool, and then we can start a podcast together. Delusion? Yes. Okay, I don't really know what just happened. I accidentally unplugged something and then it stopped recording. And I think that's a sign from God for me to stop talking. So I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, bye.